Hello there. Now I would like to show you how not to do things. I had an idea to use a 4066 CMOS chip that is a 4 analog keys controlled by a logic level in the input. You can pause and look at the schematics if you like. What I meant to do is to enable chip and everything with one switch, so I connected it to plus 5 volts of the chip and bridged it with the uh, Bluetooth receiver and connect this to the plus 5 volts, the VDD2 on the radio. And I also bridged it with a 10k resistor to send high level to all four inputs, the logic inputs, so they will be enabled. And this in theory should allow me to switch 4 keys and start Bluetooth receiver after pressing the button. I was switching left output to audio left of the CD, right output to the right CD channel, ground to audio ground of the CD, and most importantly the reset pin to the ground. But no, it seems like internal impedance of the outputs changed the characteristics of the radio permanently, and after turning it on, the reset pin that was 5 volts and in theory should be connected to the ground, had actually something like 2.5 volt, and the CD chip was running just fine without hanging. And so I had Bluetooth turned on and also CD, and this completely messed the characteristics of the CD that was playing. Okay, so I went with my second choice and switched to connecting everything to plus. So the Bluetooth, the chip, and the inputs would be permanently connected to the plus of the 5 volts, and only put the switch between the minus of all the circuits and the ground. You can pause here if you're interested with the schematic. In this case, the reset pins somehow find a path to the ground and CD hangs permanently. And only after disconnecting the ground pin from the key, I cut the wire connecting the key output to the ground, and after that the CD started playing and Bluetooth has stopped. It's possible that thanks to internal impedance of the chip, it was still able to connect to the ground via one of the keys. I also suspect that audio ground is not exactly the same as radio minus or on chassis on the board, so that also may be the issue. So there you go, it's not possible to use a logic key to switch audio in this radio. It may have been in other applications, but it seems that the power source should be separated, or the chip should be on at all times, and input should be switched from high to low and never should be disconnected. To put a cherry on top of my failed efforts, I also connected the mic to the two pads on the Bluetooth port, but it was simply not supported by the Bluetooth chip. There is no Bluetooth profile supported by this adapter that can use mic, so I should have checked it beforehand on the computer, or at least on the mobile. But now I have a nice mic on the cable. Thanks for watching.